you doing? What are we doing here at the racetrack?
I'm not ready.
You're not. Here, read. Just video. It's videoing.
Yeah.
I love this hobby.
It's an investment.
Put this over the guardrail.
Hey, it looks all right. Did you see it?
No.
Turn the wheel left so you can see the video down there.
I'm good.
She was like, we're not good.
You'll be okay as long as you don't turn hard left.
Okay. Get the golf cart hooked up. We can move on.
Glad you're all right. Sure.
Yep. Is this him?
Which one? That's all him.
Okay, let's check the track. Check the guardrail, please.
Hey, get him down here with a broom to get that shit off the left guardrail.
They need a couple rooms down here.
We'll need to put that on somebody's.
We'll get it.
Okay. You're good. You can go get on the golf cart.
Can I pause it?
Okay. I-29 this weekend. What happened?
First round, small tire. We drew Jordan Sharp, our good buddy Jordan Sharp, who sponsored the race too. And was on a good pass, wheelied a little bit, and was just drifting over and over and over. And I was compensating a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more, and I'm pretty sure we just got too far over and it whipped pretty hard.
Did a little spinny.
Spinnerooski. And so back end came out, pointed right for Jordan, and I do the trucker turn as much as I could. Rubbed my thumb raw. My thumb's a little bruised, but got it back, pitched the other way, avoiding Jordan, who was right next to us, I'm sure. And then pitched it back the other way, and we were able to get fully turned back towards the starting line. And that's why that nose hit the wall.
You need to turn a little bit more.
Well, overall, I think the best outcome happened of wrecking. We didn't hit any of the original body panels, so a front end is obviously one of the most expensive pieces, but sentimentally and whatever,
It's replaceable.
the quarter panels and back of the car have character that you can't replace. You know, the front end, I'll spray paint it again. It'll look identical to this one, and we'll move forward. So the little bit of damage to the Christmas tree, as I call it, which is the structure of the front end that is attached to the car, is pretty minimal.
Yep.
The door doesn't have much damage. I am perfectly okay. Yeah, like I said, my wrist and thumb is bruised because I think it got jammed in the steering wheel of all the turning back and forth and back and forth. So we didn't hit Jordan, which looks to be extremely close. So I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the GoPro yet to see what it looked like, but all of the footage that we saw, and I'll insert that in, or all that footage from the starting line, it looks very close.
Yeah,
so,
if you zoom in.
You know, being it was our first wreck in 19 years ever owning this car for sure, and could have been a lot worse. Could have hit Jordan, could have hit the wall head on harder. Like nothing is bruised, my belts were tight, but normally when people have wrecks, you will be bruised where your seat belts hit you, or anything like that, and none of that. So once again, I preach safety to everybody. Radios
were key.
Were very key. Nothing was on fire, and
we knew you were okay because
Yeah.
we asked, "Are you okay?" And
Yeah.
you responded immediately.
I think Sean was worse than me.
Yeah, Sean was scared.
Sean was breathing pretty heavily, and
I didn't know where to go.
yeah, so overall, yeah, very scary, but could have been extremely worse. And, in the future, that's racing. Is it going to happen again? I mean, probably. We hope not for another
19 years.
19
please.
years, I guess. And, try to do better. Try to figure out, how to do better. I'll download the log and show you guys the log. I was off the gas when it fishtailed.
Do you think your parachutes would have helped?
Absolutely. Anybody that says they wouldn't have doesn't know. Your parachutes are always going to pull the rear end of the car straight. But when my parachutes are activated off the computer, but they're activated off mile an hour, and by the time I was sideways, we didn't reach that mile an hour.
Is there not a way to override that? Like,
you can have a button on the steering wheel.
And you don't?
No. Because honestly...
But you're going to now?
No. Honestly, I feel like in the moment when you're wheeling and doing whatever, you're not going to be pressing a button.
True.
I mean, you would have to press that button
every time
before you
get
were
way out.
messed up.
That's true.
And I don't know. So maybe I do have a steering angle sensor, so I think I'll probably implement something like that to where if the steering is over a certain amount, it'll throw them automatically. Because that, I think, would have helped.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hindsight's 2020.
I was gonna say, you live and you learn.
You're learning every day. I'm learning every day. I mean, and we're gonna find out how to do better and prevent that. Because I mean, although a front end from Dan and a new hood is super expensive, but could have been a lot worse, I think.
Yeah. I
So,
think you were super lucky.
Yeah, oh yeah. And, like I said in my post on Facebook, Doug, the track manager, was literally there.
I think he's there before I even turned the camera off, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, literally 10 seconds, I bet.
Yeah.
I've seen in some of the videos, he was flooring it before I was even at the wall.
Oh, yeah.
He had seen...
You start getting out of hand.
Yeah, and he was at the 60 foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, for real.
So
even if he would have stayed fine, like, he was still engine just in case.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that, I've always said that's the best part about being at our home racetrack is they are
on it.
They are on it. A lot of people complain about it, but him being there insanely fast, if something was worse, he can help you.
Yeah.
And he has a fire extinguisher. He can turn off the battery, and luckily my car has the kill switch in the car, so I turned it off before I even got out. So, yeah.
Were you on a good pass?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it was on a good one to be a really fast one, but that doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, you lost.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. But if you guys want to support the rebuild, I guess you could say, don't make me a GoFundMe. I'm not about those. That's just not who I am. If you want to help support the rebuild, just buy some merch on headsupnoprep.com. We've got about half of this last t-shirt design left, and there's like only 1 or 2 of the old design left. Hats, stickers, stuff like that.
Share the YouTube.
Share the YouTube. Watch the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. YouTube tells me that 30 to 40% of you watching are not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Although the damage report is pretty minimal, I think, compared to other wrecks we have seen. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
I'll keep you guys posted. You did mention that it needs a wheel too, but we'll be getting one of those on the way from Justin, so.
You're just gonna get one wheel.
Yeah. Well, once we get it lifted up, we'll see how bent it is.
Yeah, that's true. You want to talk while you do?
Sure.
Okay.
You just gonna poke the screen into the sun?
What do you mean? The sun is way above you. It looks fine.
Honestly, if you don't look at this corner,
The hood looks pretty good.
it still looks brand new.
Turn it sideways. It's only that little. Wait, turn it.
That's still on there.
This only is a little bit bent. I know. I'm trying to show the bend in the metal.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. That'll buff out.
Somebody could use it. I think it could go back on. Only cracked right there.
I didn't even know it was cracked. One piece. You can hang it on the wall. I'm just kidding. I don't want that hanging on the wall.
You're gonna hang that on the wall?
No, no, I don't want to do that. Hey, look, your pins didn't come out of the parachutes. Shockingly.
No.
This ding-a-ling cut these extremely short.
That's so they work good.
Sketchy.
Everybody's always like, oh, you have to put the do not pull tag back in or whatever.
Remove before flight.
Yeah, that thing. I don't ever put those in.
He just wants someone to get whacked with the parachute.
They don't even.
They're fine. Doesn't the air have to be on too?
Well, there's a little bit residual in there still, but yeah. People are gonna be like, did you even wreck? There's a little.
Should have put your belt on.
There's a little scuff there. A little bit of sanding and new paint.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Let's go the other way. The front clip's in the way.
Oh. Oh, I was wondering where you had it. I can fit. Tight squeeze up in here.
Pop it for now. Now this piece. There ain't no fixing this one.
She's a goner.
I mean, it literally broke right at the crease almost. I don't think anybody's fixing this one.
Maybe.
But
Probably not.
maybe somebody would want to.
Yeah, but that front wheel is she's rubbing just a little bit. Kind of a lot of it, honestly.
So, overall, besides this little doohickey for the front end, that's where the front Christmas tree goes, and a small little dent in the hot side. Another dent there. This is all just melted plastic. And the downpipe, it ain't that bad.
Could be worse. Could be better.
The wheel didn't even hit anything. It just, the tire folded over so far that it bent the wheel, and then these are hitting the caliper.
Making a horrible noise.
Yeah. But I don't think the spindle is bent or anything. I think it's just the wheel. Because if you see here, from here down to there, that was against the concrete. That's how far it was sliding. So, yeah. Not terrible, I guess. Doesn't look like the turbo kit moved any, just the downpipe must have either hit the ground or it hit something. But this only ripped off because we were trying to get the front end off before it burned anymore. Otherwise, this wheel is hopefully okay. It only rubbed to the concrete there because I went left and then right and then zigged, zagged, and zigged and zagged several times, steering to avoid Jordan. The back one, the back tire over here is pretty good still. The only piece of carbon that is still good. The other tire got scrubbed that far down and a little bit on the beadlock ring. So, yeah, as you can see, that ain't fixable. I don't care what anyone says, that'd take a lot of work. You know, the headlight's still good. Headlight, the hood rail is obviously going to be all right. The other one is going to be all right. So, broke the headlight, and then the Christmas tree is broke. But once I get the new front end from Dan Schoenick, we will make a new one. So, that's the damage. Not really terrible, I guess. I don't remember what, besides the guardrail hitting here, it doesn't look like it's scraped, it just hit there. So, definitely drug on something there. And then you can tell that wheel is bent. But the center here, that's gonna be tough for you to see, but it stays the same.
The brake rotor is hugging each other so much.
The wheel?
The wheel doesn't even move. Doesn't move.
5 minutes of polishing and hammering. We're ready to go. One wheel away.
Just
and
one
some
wheel.
Tires.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. What was your thoughts when I wrecked?
How did it wreck?
What happened?
Why didn't you tell me that your thumb and wrist were bruised? Trying to keep stuff away from me.
That was it, though. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The pipe looks brand new.
Should we throw the parachutes next time?
No.
That wasn't gonna help.
It wasn't going to help. It was just going to tangle around Jordan and make him wreck.
Well, yeah, at least we didn't hit Jordan, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get a new wheel coming, some new tires, and...
A front end.
Well, the front end's going to be a couple more weeks, but then we can get back at it.
But are we going to race with no front end?
We're probably going to have to for a few races.
How about we just make our own front end?
You going to go over there and fix that one?
Sure. Let's go.
And what was your idea with the pieces? Where's that other piece?
Just weld it back on.
That wasn't what you said.
What? Oh, put it in a random package and send it to someone?
There you go. So where can they go buy t-shirts?
They can go with the t-shirts.
The website.
Headsupnoprep.com.
That's it.
You say it so much.
All right, tell them to go buy one
Go buy one.
so we can fix this thing.
No, you go
It'll
buy
help
one.
us fix this.
Well, yeah.
We're going to fix it either way.
First, you need to get more subscribers.
We'll tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's
The
it.
best thing.
It's easy.
Just hit that subscribe button.
Yep. All right.
So,
We're also going to put these rods from our rebuild on the website. So check those out along with t-shirts, hats, stickers, hero cards.
what else do we sell?
We do have some hoodies, but it's kind of hot out now.
Yeah.
We only
Summertime.
have a couple left, so
Like 3 or 4.
yeah. So let's see that thing. Flip it around some. R&R.
Oh, nah.
Didn't have any brakes, so we replaced them at the right time.
Yep.
All right.